I think I'm going to dramatically change my approach to all debates, and I think I'm going to start forcing some concessions right at the beginning. I do think it is important, especially if I feel morally strongly, if I have moral conviction behind my statements, and I do. I think I need to clearly state at the beginning, listen, you're religious. There is nothing I can say in this debate to change your position. And I think the audience should be aware of that. That I have been pro-life before. I have a child. And I'm pro-choice now. And I've gone back and forth on this. But like my intellectual curiosity and my investigation of the arguments is what guides my thought process here. So the audience should acknowledge that I believe this thing because this is where my thought process has led me to. However, for you, even if you saw the best pro-choice argument in the world, you're Catholic. You're not going to change your mind. You can't. You're mandated from the ground up to be pro-life. Your organization would cast you aside. Your family would probably cast you aside. Your whole community, everything you've built. Your name is literally the Council of Trent, okay? Which is, I think, something to do with the Reformation. It was like a council in some city where people were asked mad that I think Protestants were threatening the Catholic Church or something. But like your whole, everything about you is built around this, right? Like it'd be like me coming up and saying like, hello, my name is Abortionstiny. Like, welcome, let's have a good faith debate. Like, you're never going to change your position, yeah? Won't that start the debate on the back foot in terms of having a good faith discussion? Well, because the issue is that what I want to do is, I hate this. I'm about to say something that I don't like, okay? My favorite kinds of debates are live conversations with people that we're in real time exploring each other's thought processes, figuring shit out, blah, 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 blah. But I'm starting to feel like a better way to approach a debate in public is to treat it like court, basically, or treat it like a trial, right? Like if I'm asking you questions, I'm not really asking you questions because there's some intellectual curiosity. I'm just asking you questions to get things on the record in front of the jury, which is the audience, right? So the strength, I think, of establishing on the record in the beginning of the debate, you're Catholic, you're not going to change your position, is so that when we get to the later parts where he refuses to answer my question, I can refer back to the record and I can go, your inability or your refusal to answer this hypothetical is consistent with my initial assertion that you cannot change your position. So you're running from this hypothetical because you're Catholic, because you're religious, and because exploring these grounds might force logically a position change that you can't emotionally commit to, right? I think that would be the importance of getting on the record. It would make I think it was still pretty strong for me to point out, like, you're not answering my hypotheticals, any of them. And then he was like, well, mine are more medically possible. And then I think I even pointed out, it's more medically possible for a child to be born missing a brain and to get a drug that would give them their brain back. What does that even mean? Yeah. But I think that getting these things on the record, I think, would be important.